Hi everyone, it's me Darlene. I am back with another easy quilt block. This one is very easy because the block is already made. You might remember that in my previous video I made half square triangles and I only needed the one block, and I said I would put this one aside for the next time, and the next time is here. I'm going to be using this. If you do not know how to make a half square triangle, I will link down below to the video where I created this baby. Even if you do know how to make one, maybe you still want to go see that video if you didn't catch it the first time around. With the mate to this one, I did a disappearing block. We're going to do a disappearing block again, kind of, sort of. We're going to cut this, and instead of just rearranging things, we're going to add to it. So let's just get started. I luckily have some more fabric that matches one of these, and I went with the darker. I have leftover of this print also, but I think the dark will work better. Or we could even go with a whole different color, a third color. But what we're going to do is we are going to be cutting this block in half and adding a strip in between, and then in half in the other direction and adding the strip. So I'm going to cut my strip. I'll be right back. This block ended up being about 9.5 inches square. I haven't trimmed it, and I'm not going to because I'm going to change it a little bit, so we might as well wait. I can get rid of these little points on the side, on the corners I should say. And I cut a strip of fabric 1 inch wide. I just went with 1 inch for no particular reason. We're going to cut this in half in one direction first. So I have 9.5 inches. Half of 9 is 4.5. Half of a half is 1/4. So 4.5 plus 1/4 is 4 3/4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 3/4. That will leave me 1, 2, 3, 4 3/4. Where's my ruler? Right there. If you want an easy way to find your halfway point, just fold your block in half and you can press it with the iron and it'll give you a mark at the halfway point. Now I'm just going to put this one up here for now. Well, what we're going to be doing is, see, we're going to be adding a strip in the center. Now if you were doing this as an actual quilt and all the blocks the same, what you could do is cut all your half square triangles in half, and you would go to the machine with your strip. We want the fabric here on this edge, so you would just make sure that you turn that over and put it here. You want the strip here, and you would just sew down. Then you would add your other piece that matches this piece, and you would put it here and sew. And you would just do your strip piecing like that. And then when you would open it up, it would be attached to the correct side. We would just turn it. But I'm going to just do just the one. Sewing right there with about 1/4 inch seam allowance. And this is what we have. And then I can go ahead and just, trim this. I'm pretty sure that I can just trim this with scissors like that. Good enough. Now we're going to add it to this block. So I'm just going to go like this, and what you can do is match up your edges. Not so much this edge, but this edge is straight, this edge is straight. Good, we're all set right there, 1/4 inch-ish. And this is what we have. And since I was at the iron, I went ahead and pressed my line, because now I need to cut in this direction. And I know where my half point is, so I'm just going to cut right on that line. And we're going to put the strip there too. So I want the strip here, but I want this touching it, so I need to get it to this way, like that, right there. Trimmy, trimmy. And it's going to go together like that. I like this. I like this better than the other block. The other block was very busy. I like something like this better. I think we're going to really like this design. Okay, so now I'm going to put this here and sew right down there. And that's it, girls and my few boys. I like it very much. I will be taking a picture of it. I will put it on the quilt board. There will be a little quilt show coming right up. Please subscribe so you don't miss any of my future quilt blocks. I will be back with more soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!